Yeah, we're recording. We're recording, getting ready for the live recording. So, we're tracking backgrounds today. It's been amazing. One song down, two to go.
I know my God is real. I know my God is true. I know my God is faithful. I know He is who He says He is. And
Yahweh. Yahweh is one of those songs that, unlike many of my songs, unlike the way I receive songs, sometimes, you know, in my sleep, sometimes from studying, sometimes in the shower. That shower anointing is powerful. But Yahweh actually didn't start with me, actually. The person that originally conceived the sound Yahweh is actually Sonayah Benee. She's also one of the background singers on the song. Also the person doing all these videos, you know, all this great stuff. But yeah, she started, she had sent me about 3 voice memos, you know, just putting down the idea. And then immediately I remember that day I was in bed. Immediately I heard it, I just jumped up and sat on the piano immediately, because there was a sound in there that needed to be captured. Of course, it didn't sound anything like what it sounds like now, but the idea of the song, receiving the sound in that song, actually started with her. So she had sent me some things.
Hi everyone, my name is Sonayah Benee, and I am the co-writer for Yahweh. Yahweh was one of the first songs I wrote, or have written, that I knew, like, right off the bat was not for me. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be my song. I knew I probably wasn't going to sing it. But at the end of the day, I knew that it needed to be written, and that there was, like Tomi said, a sound that needed to be captured in that song. I remember the day I wrote it, I was just sitting in my room. I had, like, pretty much all of my lights off, and just, you know, in worship and in prayer. And I had been trying to write for a while now, because I knew that there was a song that I needed to finish, but it wasn't really working. Nothing was coming out. The words weren't coming out the way I wanted them to before. So I just took some time to just sit down and pray and just worship for a bit. And then after a while, I started to hear that chorus, "You are Yahweh." But then before I even showed it to Tomi, there was a lot more words. And for those of you guys who know me, you guys know I can be very wordy. And Tomi just has this grace for simplifying things.
I remember the chorus was something like, "You are Yahweh," and then other words. It was not just Yahweh. But immediately I heard that Yahweh, I just held on to that one. I just discarded everything else in the chorus. I'm like, that's the chorus. I don't care what it's saying.
So I wrote the song. I don't even think I sent it to him, you know, fully finished. But by the time I sent it to him, and, you know, he had done his magic, he had definitely helped to really just capture that one line of the chorus that carries the entire message and the entire anthem of the song, which is that you are Yahweh, God is Yahweh. And captured in that simple line is everything that the song talks about, from the verse to the chorus to the bridge. And it just felt good to be a part of this project, because it's one thing to, you know, write your own song and know that it's good, but it's another thing to write a song that someone else will eventually sing and know that it'll still carry the same impact and weight that, you know, it first had when you received it yourself. So yeah, that's pretty much how Yahweh came to be. And as you guys will see in the rest of this documentary, the process of refining it and Tomi making the arrangements and rehearsals and recording all just helped to really just bring out the beauty in the entire song. And so it just felt really, really good to be a part of this project and be a part of the, you know, original writing process.
You know, that was how it started. And then a few weeks down the line, it was now a matter of, you know, there is a sound, it now needs to be completed. And I've been saying this thing jokingly a lot lately, that I tend to have this anointing for pre-chorus. It just always comes. So I was on the phone with also Sonayah and Sade. Both of them are actually on this project sometime, and I was like, yeah, we need to finish this song. So I just was on the piano, and I remember the melody of the pre-chorus just it just came to me, and then I just started singing the melody. I sang the melody, so now I put the words, the bridge. I was just playing it. I sang the melody, so now I put the words, and that's just how it happened. So this is one song that I can actually say that I didn't exactly write myself. I definitely wrote with Sonayah. She really did most of the work in terms of the words, in terms of arrangements, the melody, and all that placement stuff. Yeah, I did that. So we basically worked together on the song. So that's how the song was actually born, and immediately we just knew that the song was gonna wreck us, and it has been doing that beautifully well. And I promise you, by the Spirit of God, this song will wreck you in a good way, anyways. But yeah, so the process of the song just started from there. My usual process, I did some of the arrangements, especially the vocal side of things, sent it down to Ojilere Godwin, that guy, sent it down to him. He did his thing, sent it back, and then we got to rehearsing, and the whole process, rehearsal, recording, all that stuff happened. But that's how the song was born. My vocal team, I love those guys. After the sound was conceived, one thing I knew, I remember saying to them that, because we had been recording some stuff, we recorded a couple of songs, Jesus Happens, Benee, Forever Yours, Living God, We Wait, all the songs you hear on the album. But I remember telling them I'm going to require a lot more from them for this particular song. And I remember saying I was going to be very, very picky.
You're Yahweh.
Leave the your, it's just the first time.
You are Yahweh. Yahweh. Yahweh.
That's it.
You are Yahweh. Yahweh. Yahweh.
It was really all about the message of the song is already there. The message of the song is already, very direct and simple. However, how we execute the song is everything, especially the chorus. You are Yahweh, stuff like that. Like, you don't want to be hearing, you want to hear a group of people that sound like one, and that's very important to me. And I'm always very, 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 very particular about my background sound. So I remember on this one I worked with Sonayah, AJ, Latrice, Sade, Alexis, Luna, and Aryn, and yeah, it was a huge team. And I remember, just letting everybody know that this one we all have to be in sync, and we have to give it everything. And yeah, these guys came and they were like, that's what you want, we got you. And they really gave it everything.
And forever I will sing your praise, your praise. I will worship all my days, my days.
It was not exactly fun getting the sound out of them. In the moment, I'm pretty sure they didn't like me. But guess what? It came out good, and God is glorified. So yeah. So for the band, just like I said with the singers, it's all about the worship of Jesus. It's all about reverencing God, but it's also all about representing and making music in excellence to represent an excellent God. So I was really looking for a group of people that really love God and are really skillful in their craft as musicians. And for me, it was really easy, I would say that, because the person on main keys for this song, Gavin, Gavin is he's my first choice keys player anytime, any day. If it's not Gavin, it's Hills, and Hills is all the way in Nigeria. So, and he still did his part all the way from Nigeria. So so for Gavin it was a no-brainer. For Sam as well on guitar, like Sam is my man, like anytime, any day. And Kyla on bass. A lot of people. This is one person I'll say a lot of people are still sleeping on. Kyla is an amazing, amazing, amazing musician, and absolutely no regrets, bringing her on. She came highly recommended by many people, so it was, it was easy. And then we had Marvin, all the way from Atlanta. Marvin is a brother. He's an amazing, amazing, amazing drummer, and also an amazing worshiper. So for me, it was about putting together people that worship God, in the actual essence of worship, and people that are also skillful in what they do. So putting that team together, it was a 4-piece band for the recording, and the rest was Hills and some sequence work, and it was just amazing because I remember for the rehearsal, Marvin only came in like the week of the recording. And he came in and just fit right in because these guys just work so beautifully well together. So yeah, so picking the team, that was what it was for me. It was about people that are not just musicians, but they're brother and sister, and in the faith, and they're very skillful at what they did. So to me, it was a no-brainer picking those guys. At rehearsals with the band. Honestly, I cannot say there was this one moment, because the truth is, I was really amazed at the level of skill, professionalism, and details that these guys came to rehearsal with. Take Sam for example. I barely had to look at Sam during rehearsal at all, because if I'm in rehearsal with the band, I'm looking at you because it means you're not giving me what I want. But I barely ever looked at Sam. Maybe once. I don't even remember if that happened. So these guys always brought it. But if I had to pick a moment, I would say it was the last rehearsal, because that one we were expecting to be there for as long as we would need to be there till we get it done. We're just going to be there till it sounded like a record, even at rehearsal. But we were in after the first run through of Yahweh, and then Psalm 136 that we're also rehearsing at the time. There was no point continuing because they just had it locked down. So every single moment of rehearsal was it for me, because these guys are amazing. I would say the hardest part was managing people. I would say that. Because there were so many moving parts. I mean, it seemed like a small project, but it really wasn't. I would say it was managing people. We had about 4 or 5. I don't remember precisely, but about 4 or 5 people handling cameras. We had we had a 4-piece band, 4 singers. Myself, engineers, managing all that with COVID restrictions. The studio had, restrictions and all that stuff. So managing people generally to get everybody down here, because people had to travel in from New York, from Atlanta, even from New Jersey. But I would say that's the hardest part. But I wouldn't even say it was hard. I would just say it was a little bit challenging, having to deal with so many moving parts at the same time. But once we got to that point that it was the day of the recording, let me put it this way, it was just cruise control, because everybody came there knowing exactly what to do, what needed to be done, how much we needed to give it, and it was just amazing to see. I'll put it this way, I was just chilling that day because everybody knew what needed to be done, and it was done beautifully well. Favorite part of the song? You see, I feel like this is a trick question, and I'm not going to let you trick me into a corner. So my favorite part of the song will be, I'm not sure if I'm in the right key right now, so just go with me. But my favorite part of the song will be, I know my God is real, I know my God is true, all that, and forever I will sing your praise, and then you are Yahweh. No matter what I see, you are Yahweh. I just sang the whole song for you. That's my favorite part of the song. I will not choose, because this is the one song that I am literally incapable of picking a favorite part. Because I could easily just say it's the pre-chorus, but then there's the chorus. But then I could easily just say it's the chorus, but then there is the bridge. Or as you might want to call it, the vamp. So I'm like, I'm not gonna let you do that to me. So the entire song, the intro, the interlude, everything in the song. But yeah, and then my favorite part of the process. My favorite part of the process, I would say, if I had to choose, would be listening to the sound after I sent it to Hills and I got it back. That's usually hands down one of my favorite parts of my music production process, because it's just always very beautiful to see an idea that I put down and I sent to him and it comes back and it's exactly what I hear, or even more, which this particular song was. So, but then every part of it is just like watching your child grow, you know. A song is conceived and you just see it develop from stage to stage. When I was recording backgrounds, the way it just came together, like I said, it took a while, but we got there. But when we got there, these guys got there and stayed there. The music, rehearsal, everything is just, it was just really beautiful to just see everything happen. But if I had to pick a moment, it would be that. The message is very simple. Many people might understand what I'm about to say. It's a knowing. It has to be a knowing. The song starts with saying, I know my God is true. I know my God is real. I know my God is faithful. I know He is who He says He is. You know, it all stems from that. It's all about growing in the knowledge. Just like Paul prayed to the Colossian church, that we grow in the knowledge of His will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding. Growing in the knowledge of who we know God to be is everything. You know, growing and being progressive in that is everything. And one thing I've learned is, which is really what this song is saying, is the more we grow in how much we know about God, or how much of God we know, the more we grow in that, the more we'll continue to fall in reverence, bow in reverence, worshiping Him. So my knowledge of who God is only makes me worship Him more, because I just see the might, the magnificence, how awesome He is. So this is really, really what it is. It's a song that is bringing us to the consciousness and to the awareness of the fact that it is all about what we know about the God we serve, and that this brings us to a place of constant, consistent, unfailing, unending worship. That would be the message I would like to share with this song.
God. Are we ready?
Yes.
Jordan, you ready?
Are you sure we're ready? I think we're ready. We're ready. You want to see Jesus? Jesus. Oh.
Let me scratch first. Amen.
Everybody say yeah. Everybody say yeah.
Hello.
Wow.
You said you wanted energy. Hello.
Shine down. Yeah. All right.
That's all God needs.
Woo.
You just need the one.
Father, Lord, God Almighty. All right, let's let's go one more. Ask the question again. That question itself is like an essay. And then all my sisters say,
Okay.
see, the Bible says.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's go.
That's the question again?
You will ask it again?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Gavin, what is this? What is this?
Talk to us about the process for Yahweh.
When you say us, who is us?
And the people who will be watching.
Oh, so all the people are inside your camera.
Okay. Tomi. Talk to us
No
about
honor. Look at how you just called my name.
Tomi. Come on now.
Better. Ask it again. Put honor in it. I must perceive honor in it.
Perceive.
Yes, I must perceive it.